You want to hear content about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia 76ers. That's straight to the point, no nonsense, no over-the-top shenanigans. Say what we got to say and keep it moving. Then you made the right choice coming to Nikki Steve's channel, so stay tuned. YouTube, Nikki Steve's back again with another one. I am still going to do the Sixers midseason recap vid, I promise. And this one, though, I'm going to do a video response to EFPN.TV, aka Reese Dizzle the Great. I saw a video today that he had uploaded suggesting that the Eagles should go for Kyle Pitts in the first round so they can have a big three on the offense. This is going to be a video response to Reese Dizzle where I'm going to give my thoughts on the subject. In his video, Reese, which I'll put the link to that, the icon at the top right-hand corner so you can check that out. And and Reese said in that video that the Eagles should need that big three on offense with Jalen Hurts at QB, Miles Sanders at running back, and he proposed Kyle Pitts at wide receiver. This part where I do completely agree 100% is that we couldn't use a big three. And we look all throughout the history of the NFL. A lot of the great offenses, a lot of the great teams had big threes on the offensive side of the ball. The 49ers during their dynasty in the 80s had their big three with Joe Montana at QB, Roger Craig at running back, Jerry Rice at receiver as the big three. Even look at our division rival, the Dallas Cowboys, during their 90s dynasty. They had a big three, with Troy Aikman at quarterback, Emmitt Smith at running back, Michael Irvin at wide receiver. You could even throw some other examples, even the greatest show on turf. You could technically argue that's a big four, but you had Kurt Warner quarterback, Marshall Faulk running back, Torrey Holt wide receiver. Some might argue big four and throw Isaac Bruce, but the point is, all these offenses I listed as examples, and there's plenty of other examples I can give, they at least had star quarterback, star running back, star wide receiver in their offense. We could definitely use some help with a star wide receiver. And that could even include a tight end as well. Because if Jalen Hurts does live up to expectations, it does show that he can succeed on this level similar to a Russell Wilson or even Cam Newton in his earlier years, or even other guys such as Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson so far through his career, will have the quarterback cover. Then you got Miles Sanders, who, as long as you give him enough carries, he's a game changer and he can break the game open. The problem with last year was he didn't get enough carries to prove it. Now you get a new head coach. Hopefully they'll realize that, hey, I need to give Miles Sanders the ball, give him enough carries to break the game open. That should and hopefully will help with that. And then we still don't have that wide receiver that could be that guy. Just look at our wide receiver core currently. We have some nice pieces at wide receiver itself. You got Greg Ward, you got Travis Fulgham, you got Jalen Reagor if he gets used more in the system. Hopefully he'll live up to potential. So we do have some good wide receivers there. And tight end Zach Ertz could be let go in free agency, which means we would now be down to Dallas Goedert, who he's a good tight end, but he's not like that Zach Ertz type of guy where he's the lead tight end. Dallas Goedert's a good tight end, but he's not that lead guy. And if we do draft Kyle Pitts, we could have a 1-2 at tight end. There's certainly nothing wrong with having a 1-2 at tight end. We've seen teams with 1-2 at tight ends be successful. Like you remember the Patriots back around 2010 to 2012, they had a 1-2 duo at tight end, Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. Now, we all know what happened with that, but you remember from an on-the-field standpoint, that was working out great for the Patriots offense before Aaron Hernandez sabotaged his own career in his life. But as long as you draft the right tight end to add to that 1-2, if that's the direction the Eagles go, as long as it's someone that doesn't have the character concerns that Aaron Hernandez had, of course, which Kyle Pitts doesn't have, that could definitely help. And I hadn't really thought about the idea of drafting Kyle Pitts until I watched that video, Reese. I'd say watching your video definitely made me think about it. It's the first time I actually thought about the idea of drafting a tight end because I was high on either Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. I'm still thinking about the idea of a Jamar Chase. It's still a possible idea. But now I'm also thinking about the idea of, hey, you got at least 2-3 young wide receivers. You got Greg Ward, Travis Fulgham, and use Jalen Reagor right. He can blend in with the offense well, too, if used right. And if Zach Ertz does get let go, well, then you don't have your main tight end anymore. Then you got Dallas Goedert. You can add to that with Kyle Pitts. Of course, assuming this is the direction the Eagles can go. Now, I do think they should draft someone, either a wide receiver or a tight end, to help them in the passing game with the number 6 pick. And I'm thinking now you can either go with Kyle Pitts, as you suggested, Reese, or you can possibly go with Jamar Chase There is also the possibility of a Devontae Smith. But I think what also works well about Kyle Pitts is there's a good possibility that the two main wide receivers, both Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase, could be off the board by number 6. That's a possibility only. We still don't know yet, but that is a possibility. But I definitely started thinking about the idea that, yeah, because if Zach Ertz does go, if all the rumors are true, especially remember that Thierry press conference Zach Ertz game, all the signs are pointing to he's not going to be here for 2021. So so it looks like most likely we're going to need that help at tight end. But at this point, where I stand now, I do think we do need to get someone in the passing game with the number 6 pick. Then we can invest in the second round with either a safety or a defensive back, which I'll talk more about as we get closer to the draft. And I'll do a mock draft video where I'll talk about that more in depth. I briefly wanted to respond to Reese Dizzle the Great. If you haven't seen his video, check it out. Again, you click the icon at the top right-hand corner. It'll take you to that video for you to check out yourself. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking we should take a wide receiver or tight end number 6, either Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase, or even possibly Devontae Smith. So yeah, I just wanted to give my brief thoughts and give a response to your video, Reese. I enjoyed the video and I'm glad I watched it and it gave me the chance to think about this from a different perspective. So thank you for the video, Reese. Hope you enjoyed the response. Everyone that watched, I hope you enjoyed the video. Did hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, do so and hit the notification bell and comment in the comment section. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree with the idea that the Eagles should draft Kyle Pitts or a wide receiver with number 6? Let me know in the comment section. And most of all, have a wonderful day. Nicky Steve signing off. I'll see you all next time. You like that straight to the point mentality? No nonsense, no shenanigans? Hit that subscribe button because that's what we do on this channel. Every video, straight to the point, no shenanigans, no nonsense. If that's what you want, then you better hit that subscribe button.